even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream.
I'm not going to give you a question. I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
Hello, and welcome to the 420 Project podcast. I'm Sean.
I'm Erin.
And I'm Michael. This is episode number 9. We hope you're enjoying our podcast so far, so don't forget, we are now available on iTunes. Just search the 420 Project podcast on the iTunes store. Click subscribe and your device will always download the latest episode, so you're always up to date.
And yes, Michael is not here tonight, as you can probably tell by Sean's impression.
I love doing that impression. It's one of my favourite parts of the podcast when Michael is not here. But a big shout out to Michael. Happy birthday, you cunt. He's turned 24, so he's not here today as he was celebrating. Good on you, you piece of shit. Come and fucking do the podcast next time. Yes. I would be here if it was my birthday, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, but we do it at our house, so of course you're going to be here.
Okay, apologies. I love you, bro. Hope it was a good day.
Anyway, happy birthday, Michael. So tonight we're just going to do a little brief discussion.
Oh, yeah?
Nothing too serious.
Nothing fucking big,
Yeah, just a quiet little chat just between you and I tonight, Sean. So,
okay, that sounds like the plan of the evening. It sounds like a good go ahead.
So I'm going to start.
You want to start? What have you got to chat about? What would you like to chat about today? What's first on the agenda?
Just something I saw on Facebook, which is a little bit sad to read. It's a
we're going to start with some depressing fucking news.
Just a little bit. So, it was a story about a 91-year-old man who was reversing his wife's car up the driveway, and he somehow or another got disorientated and not knowing where he was, and he unfortunately hit her. She was behind the car and she died at the scene, unfortunately. Yeah, I was just like, that...
Did it say how long they've been together or anything like that?
So, they're from South Australia. Yep. 50 years of marriage.
Oh.
He was 91. Or he is 91, sorry. And she...
I would have probably killed myself if that happened.
And she was 83.
83.
Yeah.
No.
And I was just like, that's a bit sad.
That is sad.
Yeah. To have a marriage for such a long time and then accidentally kill your own wife.
Yeah.
And then have to live with that. I was just like, I was just like, that's a little bit sad.
That is pretty sad. Yeah. But I guess at 91, probably starting to...
be driving at 91.
Who knows? I mean, who knows when we shouldn't be driving? I mean, there's probably best argument, just that's why we should have more self-driving cars, I guess. Then no one would have to worry about driving anywhere, I guess.
Suppose it's up to the individual. I suppose not really an age can determine you when you can stop driving.
Yeah, but what if you're a stubborn piece of shit and you just keep driving and then you end up causing accidents all the time? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a bit different, but...
So, Erin, I've got some pop culture news since it's been a good week for Marvel. Fuck, that was a really bad segue. Fuck this shit, I'm not high enough for this.
Anyway, Marvel.
Marvel has released the first trailer for Avengers Infinity War Part 1.
So would that be Avengers 2?
Avengers 3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, only a little tiny bit of news. It has broken the record for most views of a trailer in 24 hours. And it had on all social media platforms, so Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. 230 million views in 24 hours.
Whoa.
Yes.
That is a lot.
That's a lot of fucking views.
And do you have a trailer for us to watch?
Yes, I do. So this is the trailer from Marvel. We do not own the rights to this video, but it is their trailer on YouTube, so we're allowed to watch this shit. And let's have a bit of a reactionary...
Okay.
A reaction to this. Erin has not seen this.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
Ooh, there's Doctor Strange.
To see if we could become something more. So when they needed us, we could fight the battles that they never could.
Black Widow. This looks good already. This is fucking sick. Here it comes.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right.
Oh, it's Spider-Man!
All the same.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you haven't seen Spider-Man yet.
No, you went to the movies to see that.
Yeah.
Run from it.
How's Loki? Oh, that dude.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Hey, it's Black Panther. Oh, there's Captain America there.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch. I love that cunt. He's so hot.
Blood isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Who the hell are you guys?
Oh, it was the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, is that who it was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Fuck yeah.
That's exciting.
Okay, so now I see why it got so many views. 80 million so far
Wow.
on YouTube.
I like that. I like the Avengers movies.
How
and
good is
then-
that fucking music? How much does that just... Fuck, it just gives you a rage boner almost. Just like, oh, I'm ready for the movie.
Yeah, I can't say
Get
that
to the
I've had a
movie.
rage boner, but yeah.
Oh.
I do see I feel the excitement and just like, can it be here already so we can watch it? Because I do.
May. So how... What's the month now?
December.
December. So
5
it's-
months.
Fuck, 5 months is... Ugh.
Birthday present for me.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. So I have a story about work.
Work. What's
Yeah.
happened at work this week?
Pretty funny actually.
Have I heard this story yet? Or?
No, you
Oh,
haven't.
sweet.
It only happened today.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So I was working with conferencing upstairs. So
Okay.
there was me.
What do you... Have you mentioned before what have you done on the podcast? I think we have mentioned that
Yeah,
Michael's a
just
chef and you're also a chef/cook.
Yeah, just briefly.
Briefly, but okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And you work in a hotel?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so I can either do breakfast prep and help with breakfast, or I go do conferencing.
Okay, and is that in 2 different sections of the hotel?
Yeah, one's on the ground level and one's on like level 1. So it's
Okay.
pretty much, yeah, it's one on top of each other kind of thing.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, so yeah, I was with the
Please continue.
conferencing group, and there was me, another chef, and another girl chef. So one was a guy chef and one was a girl, and we were just working, and because we had lots to do today, and we're talking about floods, and I asked whether,
Yeah.
did you guys get flooded out or anything
Yeah.
like that, and they were like, nah, there wasn't really much of water around, and we're just like, where's all this rain we were supposed to be getting?
Yeah.
And then we all of a sudden started to talk about snakes.
Oh yeah.
As the guy chef that I work with is from India,
Yep.
and he was, saying that when in India when there's floods, when the water goes up, the snakes stay in the water.
Yeah.
But then when the water goes down, then they're all just like all there on the ground in the area,
Oh,
and
that's
they're
freaky.
trying to get rats or anything like that to eat. And he was saying that they're cobras.
Oh.
But also he was saying,
yuck.
yeah, he was telling me that his dad taught him, how to kind of handle them, like to have a torch in one hand at night time and a stick in the other to be just in case they, pop out.
Yeah.
But also how to like handle them and like try to.
Fuck that
Yeah.
shit.
And then he was talking about this other snake called black mamba. I think. Mamba, yeah.
Black Mamba, yeah, I know that, yeah.
So this the girl chef, she googled it and showed me, and it was like, ugh, what like
A black mamba, they're fucking huge. They're like one of the most venomous snakes on the planet.
in the world. Yes, but also because in its mouth it looks creepy and yuck. I was just like, what is that?
Yeah.
So yeah, we looked up that, and then we started to talk about a coral snake, which is like a water snake.
Yeah.
And then we started to look up other videos of snakes. So we were doing our job, but we were talking about snakes, and the girl was chef. She was just like, I really don't like snakes, and I'm getting freaked out. And then she was just like, oh. And then the other chef was just like, with his hand like pretending to be like a snake and going like that to scare her.
Well, since you spoke of snakes, I've just been having a quick squeeze here at this. It just reminded me of something I'd seen earlier in the week. This Australian guy on YouTube. Let me just check what his name is. It's Andrew Eucles. Says catching wild rabbits using snakes, barehanded rabbit catch.
Oh.
15 million views. This is some creepy shit. I haven't actually watched this fully, but I've heard what this is about.
Okay.
Just skip ahead, see what he's got. So
noises, don't go stepping on leaves or branches or anything like that. They could, signal the animal to take off.
he's barefoot too.
No fucking shirt.
He's just about to grab some fucking snakes. Watch this shit.
As quick as I can, I'll try and scare him into like a retreat where it'll be like a log or a burrow or a network of burrows, and then from there you can actually clean your attack. Okay, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I've just flushed one in for sure. He's just came in through this hole here.
So he's trying to catch rabbits. He's going to grab some fucking snakes and figure out how to get them out.
In there retreating.
Let's just skip ahead a little bit.
Poor rabbits.
Yeah, he's going to use some snakes. Oh, there he is. He's got some snakes there.
God.
Black snake. It's very black and shiny on top. It's extremely hard to miss. I don't know how people can step on a snake. It's so obvious.
Red belly snake, black snake.
I've caught one. It's not long until I find another black snake on the move. And you can see he's not real happy.
What the fuck?
There we go.
Look at this gun, look at him.
2 red belly black snakes now.
You're not fucking Steve Irwin.
Larger than the last
Red
one.
belly black snake.
But these guys here, they're actually quite common. Settle, hey. They're actually quite common out here, particularly in areas where there's like a marsh. There's a lot of frogs. There's a lot of
This
food.
is so
Yeah, but there's a
scary.
lot of frogs and food. You're going to find plenty of snakes. See how many we can get. From experience, it's always important when handling venomous snakes that your hand is held high up on the snake's tail. You should note that many snake species, including black and brown snakes, can easily reach the tip of their tail in a single strike. Chuchi, in the case
This is so cool.
I know, what the fuck? I'll be shitting my pants.
always carry a...
See what else happens.
He's done.
He's got some more in him. What the fuck is this gun doing?
Oh my god. I'm freaked out.
What the fuck? He's got like 4 or 5
I
snakes.
can use
What's he doing?
Vin as the blacks. Let me just rearrange here. He's just flattening his neck here. You're okay, mate. You're okay. Just keep a close
Oh
eye.
fuck that, look at him. He's got them in his hand. He's picking that one up.
Oh my god.
There we go. 1 tiger, 3 blacks. Now, there's a little bit of a trick that I'm going to be showing you today.
God, he can die like
Catch rabbits.
so.
All those snakes will kill him in seconds.
He's got no shirt on.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, guys, come on. Let's go.
You should just fucking check this
Come on,
guy
guys,
out
let's go.
on YouTube, guys. This guy's fucking crazy. Got all these fucking snakes.
Alright, so we've got the snakes in the bag. We'll just keep them there for now. But what we're going to have to do is we're actually going to have to prepare the rabbit hole. So what we've actually done is we've just cleared a little bit of debris out from the hole. Just
So he's going to chuck the snakes down the rabbit hole in another section and force the rabbits out of the burrow.
in the net,
Yeah.
so it cannot escape. The rabbit
putting
is
a
not
net
harmed.
there.
You see, it's supposed to go out the other way.
Coming out through there is going to be sticking like here. What I might do is I'll put another black maybe in through here. Go mate. There we go. I might put this big boy up over here. So,
The snake could easily just. Oh my god.
settle down. There you go. Alright, now let's go back and get the
He's so fucking like just, yep.
He's just calm
nonchalant.
about it like this is an everyday fucking thing he does.
There's a big tiger. Right, follow us out this way. Come on, boys. Smash down the ball.
Look at him go.
In through this way.
Just go to the fucking tiger snake. Don't worry about me. He could fucking
He's in shorts
die.
and bloody. That's it. He's in a pair of shorts and some joggers.
Go. Alright.
They can't hear
now,
ya.
This is where it's the waiting game. So, I guess what I'll get you to do, I'll get you to go back, set up on the tripod, and then we'll sit and wait. You might as well have lunch, boys. Got to tell you what, there might be a little bit of a wait out here. It's going to be a bit of a waiting game.
Oh my god. This guy's a loony.
Oh no, what the fuck? Is he gonna catch a rabbit? Or what's going on? Is it actually gonna happen? Or the rabbit's just gonna be eaten by a snake?
Yeah.
I think rabbits have been eaten by a snake.
Bring it over. Okay. Woo! There you go. And just got to be careful that bloody snake doesn't come out. Alright.
What the fuck?
So you can just see. Right there. I told you it was a possible technique. I told you it was.
Yeah, but it doesn't when you're in danger.
Oh my god. He just like picked it up. He's like, oh, I better be careful of this snake coming out. Oh my god.
He put 6 snakes in there.
And he caught one fucking rabbit. The others are probably having dinner. And I bet he was definitely fine because all the snakes were having dinner. They'll probably share and they're like, you have this bit, you have that.
Oh my god. If the snakes weren't trying to attack each other.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Oh, that is so.
I don't know, how crazy is that fucking guy? I just.
Yeah, that was very intense. And
just like holding snakes is just fucking scary. The idea of just holding a snake makes
yeah, but even like
makes my nuts go up inside my body.
Yeah, but to walk around where you're close enough to one, like that freaks me out. Like when we go to the zoo and look at them and they're behind glass.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, that's close enough.
That freaks me out.
Whenever we go to the zoo, I always have the thought of that scene in like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna be like you're gonna speak what's that, parcel tongue. You're gonna speak parcel tongue to the snake.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the fucking mirror just comes out, the big fucking boa constrictor, this big motherfucker like 10 feet long just comes out and it's just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It'd freak everyone out.
Snakes are kind of creep me out.
One at Eelsville Sanctuary is huge. That fucking thing's massive. The carpet python.
Yeah.
Its leg is like, its fucking body is as thick as my leg.
Yeah.
Definitely. They kill humans.
Yeah.
All they gotta do is get around our ribs.
Oh, yeah. And crush it, yeah.
Right, break and crush
I
our
know.
ribs.
I'm glad I've never seen one up close and like in the wild or anything
Yeah,
like
we
that.
don't get them in this area because the climate's not right. It's up in North Queensland and shit.
I would rather have Melbourne weather any day than whinge about fucking Brisbane weather. Oh, we live in fucking hot weather.
Too much hot weather is not good for you.
Yeah, especially with the snakes.
Too much salmonella. Salmonella, no.
Too much salmonella. Too much sun?
What's the word though you
Cancer?
get? Yeah, the other word. Not salmonella. Something else.
Sunburn? No, leukemia. Fuck, what is it called? Skin cancer?
Yeah, but it's got another name.
I don't know.
Meningococcal? Sorry. Manila.
Melanoma.
Yes, we got there in the end. Melanoma.
Oh, sorry for that.
What the fuck was I saying?
Meningococcal, bit of this. Yeah, if you're in Brisbane, too much sun can lead to melanoma, but
Skin cancers.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fucking exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, so when back to what I was saying about snakes and all of a sudden we'll just.
Are you glad I showed you that video first of all?
Yes and no.
Yes and no, yeah. Yeah, it's just fucking crazy, man.
I know. So yeah, we were just all of a sudden talking about floods, and then the chef was like, "How do we get talking about snakes? Like, what were we doing?" And we're like, we started talking about water and floods and So another thing, the girl chef, she's from New Zealand. She's like, we don't get snakes in New Zealand. I'm gonna go home. I think she's like, I want to go back home.
Yeah, New Zealand doesn't have many snakes.
Yeah.
They don't have many snakes. Yeah, suck on dick.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, we don't have any snakes, eh, bro? It's all just chill over here in New Zealand, chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Chill, bro.
Yeah, thanks for showing that snake video.
Oh, I think you enjoyed
I'm
it.
be able to sleep properly tonight. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hope. Well, just try not. Here's a snake that you enjoy. We've got some red snake. We've got some molly snakes. Yeah. They're delicious. You can have some of them. They're friendly snakes at least.
Yeah. At least I can eat it. Won't eat me.
So I saw something pretty interesting on Twitter, but before I talk about it, about what I saw on Twitter in regards to it, it's from a TV show from the 90s known as the Farrells. Do you remember the Farrells?
Oh, yeah.
And the Farrell TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember any of the character names at all? Can you think of like what the rap? Actually, do you remember the theme song? Because that had the names of the people.
Miggly Anna or something, the cat, and then there was Darren the dog. Darren the dog or Darren the fox? I think it was Darren the dog. Yeah. Radis the rat, and I feel like it's Mixie the cat. I don't think it is. What's the cat's name? Is it a cat?
I can sing it. I know what it is.
Yeah, the thing's in my head, but I can't remember.
Radis the rat, Madigliana the cat. They discovered fame and fortune, and they're never going back. Darren the dog and that rabbit Mitzi on the Feral TV.
I got the names mixed up.
Yeah, you did well though. You're definitely getting that second-hand smoke.
Yeah, that was a good TV show.
Well, a tweet I saw about it today was, what are the legal implications of the Farrells pirate TV station? In the 1990s, ABC TV ran a children's show called The Farrells. One of the show's subplots saw the non-native Australian animal puppets break into a television station and start broadcasting their own signal under the banner of Feral TV. Now that we're all grown up, is what the Farrells did legal? Australia's media regulator has weighed in. So this is a fucking, this is this is on Twitter, and it's talking about the premise of the Feral TV show and what they did. Is it technically legal what they did?
So what did they actually do again? Because I can't remember.
So here, someone wrote to the actual media regulator.
Yeah.
And seriously asked them a question on their website. So they said, "Hello there. I have more of a broad request. Depending on your familiarity with ABC TV during the 90s, you may be aware of a TV show known as Feral TV. The premise of the show is relatively simple. A group of feral animals take over the apparatus of a television status and begin to broadcast their own unsanctioned content. Obviously, this is a television show and thus fiction, but I'm wondering, to what degree is this entire television show a farce? Surely if a group of sentient feral animals took over broadcasting equipment and began broadcasting their own pirate television station, ACMA would get involved immediately? Were a group of imported feral animals to perform this dastardly deed, what kind of custodial sentence and/or fines would they be looking at? Thank you for your time and have a lovely day." From Dan Nolan on Twitter.
Wow.
So he was seriously just like, I don't know if this guy's stoned or what, but he was asking like the Australian media regulator if what they did in the Farrells TV show, as in they took over a TV station satellite and broadcast their own stuff. They literally asked them, is that illegal? And they got a response. If you'd like to hear it.
Wow.
So they tweeted back, "Control of invasive species is usually a matter for the Invasive Species Council and is outside of the ACMA's remit. However, providing a television broadcasting service without a license is an offence." So the first question they were asking was the fact that these animals weren't really native animals to Australia, they were actually just common pets. Yeah. Because it was a rabbit, a dog, a rat, and a cat.
Yeah.
So that's a question for immigration, I guess? Border control? If Kerry the Toad or the Farrells were looking to obtain a commercial television licence, they would be subject to normal rules, including the requirement to notify the ACMA about a change in control. If the Farrells are foreign entities of the purposes of the Foreign Acquisitions and Takeovers Act 1975, they would also need to apply to the Foreign Investment Review Board for approval. So meaning if they're not Australians and they're from a different country, they need to apply to this Investment Review Board to be approved to televise their content. So they didn't do that either because they just took over the station and broadcast their own signal.
Okay.
Warnings of "don't mess with the Farrells" notwithstanding, the ACMA reserves its right to take action where it suspects a breach of the law occurring. And that is what they said. So they have said that yes, the Farrells were breaking the law in what they did.
But
And how they ran their television show.
I suppose it was just a show.
It was just a show. That's why I think that it must have been someone who was a stoner, just sitting at home, just pondering, just watching the old 90s shows going, you know what? Is what they're doing fucking illegal? like think of it, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're a rat and a cat and they're discovering fame and fortune.
Didn't
And they're never going back.
Didn't the rabbit have like its own little section?
Yeah, and the dog did too, because I had to put the fucking puppeteers behind something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was some cheap 90s stuff, but it was good entertainment. So, like, what, can you remember any other shows from your childhood? Like, I can think of, like, Cat Dog.
Yeah, I remember that, but I'm not sure if you remember a show called Lift Off.
Oh, yeah, Lift Off. I remember that.
Yeah. And there's this other one that I was trying to remember, and I really don't know what it's called, but it was to do with like bananas, like a monkeys. I feel like it was something like chimps or Bangers and Mash. I think
Bangers and Mash.
Yeah, does that sound
Bangers
familiar?
and Mash. Let me have a look.
Or Bangers and something.
Let me YouTube it. Let me have a looky.
Yeah.
Let me see. Bangers and Mash. Let's see.
Yeah, and there was another one that I thought of, which was Magic Mountain. Do you remember that one?
Magic Mountain, yeah. Bangers and Mash, I remember. Magic Mountain.
Yeah, I was just like, I love that Magic Mountain one. That was awesome. And the lying big thing used to put around. Yeah, that's it.
I do not remember this one at all.
I do.
This is before my time, definitely.
Yeah, I remember this. Good old Bangers and Mash.
Oh gosh, those were the days.
Yeah, there's a few other ones, but it's hard to like think of all of them. But a funny show that I like to watch, or used to watch a little while ago, is the Little Britain.
Oh yes.
And, like
Little Britain.
The videos that are on YouTube, like with Computer Says No, like Carol Beer and stuff like that.
Oh no, I don't want that one. Andy, we're going to the water park.
Hello.
But you said you wanted to go. You were looking forward to it.
I don't want to go.
And then they fucking drive somewhere else. And he's like,
I want to go to water park.
oh,
But
fuck, I love that shit.
Like characters, because
They were the best.
What'd you say?
I saw Little Britain live when they came.
Oh, did you?
They did a live show in like 2005 or 2004. It was so amazing.
Wow, that would have been good.
Yeah, they did like quick changes on the side of the stage and shit in costumes. It was
Because
like
there's all different,
unbelievable.
so many different characters.
Like how quickly they changed between the scenes. So I always timed it well where one of them went off first, so they got changed ready for the next scene. The other one was already off getting changed, and the other scene ended. And then they another person would be able to get changed. It was pretty good how they did it. I enjoyed that show pretty much. So, The Farrells, that was a good show. And you know what I was thinking? I just mentioned Cat Dog before, but you know what I was thinking? Where does the food go? How do they poop?
Where do they dispose of it? Yeah.
Where do they poop?
Yeah.
Do they poop out of each other? Like if the dog eats, does it come out of the cat's mouth and he poops? But then what if the cat eats? Does it come out of the dog's mouth and he poops?
I don't know. I think it's just a TV show.
But then dogs
that you
eat poop, so wouldn't the dog just keep eating and pooping?
But don't you think they would get fat? They don't get fat.
No, but they
Yeah, if they just kept.
no, but they get on funny, wacky adventures sometimes, and they run around.
I don't know. Like maybe there's like a hole in
Where the fuck
between.
do they get the fucking? Where do they poop and pee?
I don't know.
This is a big fucking.
That's
mystery.
the thing. You watch it when you're a little kid and you don't think anything
You don't
of
think
it
anything
until
of it.
now.
You
go,
get older, yeah.
Because when you're little, you don't know anything. It's just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And you don't think, how
It's a
does
funny show.
how does it wee or how does it poo?
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid.
It
I
is.
was on YouTube the other night and I watched this funny video which is pretty funny for Australians to watch because I think every Australian should. And it's about Australian words and our slang words that we have, and not in other countries like America or in Canada and Britain, they don't quite understand what words we use.
Yeah.
So like "how you going" is one of them.
Yeah.
People don't understand what "how you going" means. So "how are you going" means how are you feeling, I guess.
It's pretty much like.
I don't know, like it's hard to explain. Some people don't quite understand what "how are you going" means.
How are you going, like how you feeling, but not
How you feeling,
not
how
you
you
going,
been.
as in like how you going to get to somewhere. You're just asking how you been, how you going.
Exactly.
How are you? But it's like,
So-
hang on.
Here's a funny fucking comedy video,
Last year became the writer.
and I think it was pretty funny.
He just got back from a
And
massive tour of the
let's
US.
give it a fucking watch, eh?
Melbourne. Please welcome Simon Taylor.
Here we go.
Thanks so much. All right. Hey guys, have you noticed that you can only understand a middle-class Australian accent? Too bogan, it's all nose, and too posh, it's like a politician on Question Time or something. I'll give you the bell curve, right? Lower, middle, upper. I went to a survey, get a packet of cigarettes and asked for a packet of cigarettes. They said they didn't have any. I'm like, that's ridiculous. There's a service. Preposterous. You've got to be in the pocket. But in one place in Australia, they get a little bit confused. In Adelaide, they don't say chance and dance like the rest of us. They say chance and dance because they're free settlers. They settled freely. We didn't have convicts, but they do have Farrells. Because I was at a petrol station in Adelaide, or as they call it, a fine dining restaurant, and
Adelaide is a place that gets shit on here in
"Oi,
Australia.
if you do that to me again, I'm not going to give you another chance. I'll stab you." You weirdos, Adelaide.
Keep up, Adelaide. They're half an hour behind.
But Australian language is so amazing, right? We're so
it's so good.
efficient with our language. You hear our greetings, right? What is going on? 5 syllables. I'll knock that off in 2. Scar on. Scar on. Job done.
I haven't actually heard of that one. Scar on.
What's going on?
Like,
What's going on, mate? How you going?
Like, yeah.
What's going on? G'day, mate. How's it going? What's going on?
yeah.
Oh, that's funny. There's another video, how to speak Australian. This is fantastic. Now we've got a fucking ad, eh? YouTube. I am not paying for YouTube ads.
G'day, my name's Josh. This is my mate Reese. G'day. Now we're from Australia. We love a good chat, but not for too long. So what us Aussies have gone and done is abbreviated everything.
Australia.
Australia. Football. Footy.
Tennis ball.
Tenno.
Biscuit.
Bicky.
Chocolate.
Chocky.
Chocolate biscuit.
Chocky Bicky.
McDonald's.
Macca's.
Laptop.
Lappy.
AC/DC.
Akadaka.
Devastated. Definitely.
Defo.
Morning tea.
Monos.
No one is a devil.
I say that all the time. What time is it? Monos. Get a Bicky.
Afternoon.
Arvo.
This afternoon.
Savo.
Dinner.
Din-dins.
Breakfast.
Brekkie.
Service station.
Servo.
Petrol.
Petty.
Bottle shop.
Bottle.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Petty.
Yeah,
Who calls
fucking
it?
good.
Who calls petrol petty?
I know. Who the fuck calls petrol petty? So yeah, we have a lot of slang terms here in Australia. Like, so Aaron, what are some that you can think of that come to mind now that you've watched that? Like, well, a couple of them that were already in there, obviously, but
Just to probably, like, if you want someone to pass you something, you don't actually say pass me. You just say, oh, chuck us this, or give us this, like, or throw us this, but it doesn't actually literally mean we want you to throw something at us.
Yeah.
We
it's
want
not
you
like
to pass us.
Chuck the water at me.
Yeah,
We just like pass the water or pass the salt,
Chuck us a
please.
bong, mate.
Chuck us a bong, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't actually mean the word that we're saying.
Exactly. Arvo. Afternoon. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just shorten and abbreviate everything here in Australia.
Yeah, it's.
Like afternoon.
I don't think
is
anything of
Arvo.
it. It's what we've been brought up by,
Yeah.
but
What's your favourite? Australia?
Australia.
Australia cunt. Only Australians would understand what that means. It means Australia cunt. It means fucking yeah cunt.
I don't know what my favourite Aussie slang would be.
We've got so many words we use. Footy, football, tennis ball. I don't know what I'm on.
I don't know.
Biscuit. Biggie.
Yeah.
Chocolate. Chocky.
Like breakfast, brekkie.
Brekkie.
What are you on for brekkie? Like, who says breakfast these days?
We're just gonna go. I'm gonna say a sentence, Erin. I'm gonna say a sentence to you in Australian slang, and you are going to translate it for our audience. Okay. I was getting up this morning, and I went down the servo, grabbed a sausage roll, grabbed some petty, and I went back to the salvos, grabbed a few clothes from the salvos, came back home, put some bacon on the grill.
Oh, that's a long fucking sentence. How am I supposed to remember all
I
that?
can't remember it at all. I should make it shorter.
Okay, so
I'll say again. Okay. Went down the servo, grabbed some ciggies, went and got. Oh, sorry. Went down the servo, grabbed some ciggies, picked up a sausage roll and a sanger, and went home with some petrol in the tank.
Okay, so I went down to the petrol station.
I went down the servo.
Picked up a sausage roll.
Picked up some sausage rolls.
Got some petrol.
And some ciggies.
And some cigarettes. Got some petrol and came home.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Went down the salvo. I'm going down the salvo, mate. How you going?
Oh, you want me to translate?
Yeah, translate that one. Went down the salvo.
Going down to
you
Salvation
going?
Army
Yep.
this afternoon. How you going? How's it going?
That's not really good. You don't say how you going and then you'll be like, how you going? Went down the salvo and picked up some clothes, got some petty and went home. Then went down to bowling. What's the bowling? RSL.
Bowling
What's the
club.
RSL? Bowling club, like a place to go eat.
Yeah, RSL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that was pretty fucking hilarious. Those couple of videos that we just watched.
Good old Aussie slang.
Yeah. So got some shout outs to give to people this afternoon. We have a nice this afternoon. It's fucking evening. It's fucking midnight, bro. What the fuck am I on about?
Oh.
So I was reading this thing on Twitter the other day, and I've mentioned him before on the podcast. Do you remember Elon Musk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's the owner of Tesla and SpaceX. Now he's planning to launch a payload cargo into Mars's orbit next month.
Oh, next month?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking weird, eh? It's just like, whoo, the future's here. But the biggest fucking surprise of all was he tweeted out that he was going to be putting one of his Tesla cars in the rocket to take up there.
What?
I know.
Woo!
I know.
Mind blown.
What the fuck? And someone then like tweeted at him and went, wait, are you actually meaning you're going to put one of your cars in the rocket? And then he tweeted back to them saying yes.
Wow.
So he put one of his cars in the rocket and it's going to be just floating in space.
And then what?
It's going to be in Mars's orbit. So then when they take meet up with it, then when they take people
Yeah.
to then go land, they can land all that shit on there as well. It's going to be awesome.
Wow.
And then whenever he wants to go, he can have his car there. So he's going to be the first one with the car.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's
cool,
like, it's
but-
really cool.
Yeah, that blows my mind. It's just like, how? What? When?
When? Why? he's ambitious. I give him that.
Crazy
Seriously.
motherfucker.
He's pretty.
Rich bastard.
He's not a rich bastard. He's a smart fucking bastard.
Yeah, but he's still rich. He's got lots of money.
Oh yeah.
Come up with this stuff.
Yeah.
Or to come up with this stuff and made money because of it.
I admire him tremendously what he's doing in the world.
Oh yeah, good on him.
Oh, before we go, look at these fucking pictures of the supermoon. This is the last full moon of the year. Look at these
Where's
fucking
that?
pictures. This is just all over the world and shit. It's fucking sick. Look at that.
Was it tonight or something?
Yeah, tonight and around the world.
Oh, that is so pretty.
How cool is that? No, it's not. Why is it not rotating? Stupid fucking. There we go.
Stupid fucking phone.
Fucking.
Stupid
thing. Stupid sexy fenders. Feels like I'm wearing nothing. Oh, you remember that? Oh, that's an old reference.
No.
No? Okay. God, if Michael was here. Oh, Michael, why aren't you here?
Oh, Michael.
Oh, that's some fucking sick
No,
pictures.
those pictures are really nice.
Oh, I love them.
It'd be nice for wallpaper of your phone.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
But,
sick.
yeah, that's really nice.
So I've got some. Let's do some musical shout-outs to the fellow SoundClouders that we've chatted to this week. Aaron, have you got a couple, or should I start? You want me to start? I'll start.
No worries.
I didn't really give you much of a choice.
No, I was
then.
just like, okay, can I answer?
Oh no, I'm not letting you answer at all.
Okay. Off you go.
Okay, so we've got artist on SoundCloud, Bimo. Go check him out. He has a track For Your Love. It's he's got some chilled beats, and yeah, his rapping is pretty smooth. I was listening to that song earlier, tripping my balls off. Local guys, also from Australia. I think from Townsville. I said I wasn't going to say that, but I'm about 90% sure it says your profile's in Townsville. Check out Street Sharks. Their song, Troy. That's fucking awesome. I like that one. And Racco Vicky with his 2 tracks, Lose Control, and the other track you should check out, guys, is Satellite. So definitely check out those guys. Erin, do you have any?
I do. I have Odd One Out. 2 tracks from him you will like, Brainwashed and Legal Marijuana.
Ooh, that's a cool name. I listened to that track a couple of times now.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, they're different.
Yeah, they're different.
I didn't mind them. They're
But that's what I like about this fucking platform, is listening to people and hearing their music that you would never ever would hear before. It's a great way to get your music out there.
Yeah.
And we just love sharing artists here on the 420 project to let our followers and our listeners know, hey, you guys go check out these guys. They're fairly decent artists. We want to share the love, spread the love.
I also have Little Sipe, and his track is 911.
911. Oh, yes. I remember that one. That was a good one as well.
Yeah.
So, I guess since we plugged their socials, we need to plug our shameful socials. Erin, would you like to plug our shameful fucking socials this week?
Okay, so check us out on our socials on SoundCloud, iTunes, or search The 420 Project on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. If you have any comments or want to say hello, send us an email at The 420 Project Podcast. That's all one word at gmail.com. That's The 420 Project Podcast at gmail.com.
Fantastic. So, from all of us here at The 420 Project, I'm Sean.
I'm Erin.
And I'm Michael. Well, Michael was here with us in spirit. I hope he had a fantastic birthday, you fucking cunt. Alrighty, we will. That's been episode number 9 of the 420 Project podcast. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.